So as I do my final walkthrough here with the detailing cloth on this home here in South Belgrade, this is a great job as always, amazing property, and the windows turned out really well. The two things that you'll see in this video are our hard water removal process, which this house is on well water, and that typically is very mineral heavy, and if the sprinklers are misaligned or constantly wetting the house, hard water is an issue usually. So this one had quite a bit of hard water. And the other thing you'll notice is how Armando takes care of the windows on the garage. It's one of those kind of nice to do things that some companies don't do, and Armando does it really well. He's very detail oriented, customer service specialist, and has been a real asset to Montana Clean Windows. I think you'll like seeing the results because really they were impressive, I thought. Check it out. All right, we're gonna do a step-by-step process on this window. It's out of the sun, so I can take a little bit more time documenting the steps. This is dirt combined with hard water. You can kind of see, typically you can't do this on a clean window and these streaks like that. So kind of take you through the steps of how I safely remove hard water. It's been working out well for these windows, and this one definitely needs it. All right, so first step we do is we get the wetting agent on there. It's water with a little bit extra slide to it, and the main reason we do that is just to get the main loose debris off of it before we start working the window. Always want a slick window to work with. It's just so much easier. And then I come in here with my brush, my scrubber, excuse me, and make sure that everything is covered. Okay, so now that the window is nice and slick, nice and wet, now I can use my organic scrubber. I say organic not because it's made with organic material, because it's made with organic material. It's not, I don't know, organic certified. It's just not metal is what I'm saying. Lots of words for that. But the ideal reason is because since it's not metal, it can provide me with a little bit extra scrubbing power without ever scratching the window, which is a big no-no for me. Get this wet again. And the next step will be applying the acid solution with a little bit of a light grit and a material that allows it to kind of stick and stay on the window while I work it. So let me get that applied. Got the gloves on. Need to be safe when doing this, but yeah, I'll tune you in once I get it on there. All right, I got the acid on. It's a nasty stuff, but what you do is basically you get it on a rag, and you work it in small circles around the edges, kind of like that. Working it all the way around the edges, and then working it in circles. In the middle, it's an alkalonic sulfuric benzo something acid. I don't know, I'm not a chemist, but it does a really good job of cleaning hard water, and that's that's what I use it for. Now once I have that in, I can either use this metal scraper, which I need to on this window, or I can use just a white scrub pad. But since this water has been on here for years and is very much etched in here, I have to use the scraper. And that noise you hear is it going across these etched spots. Like that. Some of them smooth out, some of them come out. But some of them, unfortunately, are going to be there to stay. But I assure you, this window is not scratched. It is very clean. I have to do the detail work here to get these stripes out, which is just like a regular window washing job. But as far as results, the customer now has a perfectly clear window. We haven't done the inside yet, but imagine this compared to looking out that white hard water caked window. This is a pretty good result, I think. All right, so this is the final results. Kind of hard to believe that what it used to look like, all white and crusty and calcified, and now transparent and clean. These spots right here are on the inside, so you can only imagine how great these results will be for the homeowner once we get the insides all cleaned up. Hard water removal, it's a multi-step process, but if you know what you're doing and take your time and don't let it dry and bake in the sun and don't use heavy metal objects, the end results are usually pretty good. Mr. Armando is getting the screens ready and the inside ready. So I think I'm going to focus on this window for the hard water. These folks are on well water here in the country, out in the country of Belgrade. Got some moss buildup. Obviously these haven't been cleaned in a while. But what's more concerning is this hard water. This is pretty well etched in there. Hopefully the owner doesn't think that it'll be 100% brand new, but I think we're gonna get them pretty close. We got 3 panes here, 1, 2, and 3. Typically we start at about $30 a pane to get rid of hard water, but in this case we're just gonna do the price for 1 pane, the price of 1 pane. So let's get started. First I'm gonna start scraping off all the organic material without touching the actual pane. Then I'm gonna wet it down, try to get all the debris off of it. And after it's wet, I'm gonna start applying chemicals that help decalcify the pores. I start with the least abrasive, least intensive chemical, and hopefully we don't get to the top level chemical, because that gets pretty dicey sometimes. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so what I do to use a variety of tools to get the organic material out of the tracks and clear up the weep wells, these things right here. I know what you're thinking, hey Brice, you gotta take that plastic tip off that scraper. I will, but the reason why I keep it on for this part is because this is all plastic vinyl. I don't want to add any scratches to it if I don't have to. So first trying to knock the big stuff off with the protection of the plastic piece, and then start slowly working out the moss, dirt, debris. There's like a bog in here. It's been in there for a while, so probably have to upgrade to the next secret tool. Again, anytime you go from plastic to metal, you gotta be careful, but sometimes extremely dirty situations require drastic measures. So I'm gonna put the phone down. I'm gonna focus on getting this a lot cleaner. Okay, so this window cleaned up decently. I got some detail work to do here, but we got most of the organic material out, and as you can see, the pane, it's pretty well etched with hard water, but cleaned up quite a bit better than the way it used to be. These white spots are on the inside, but maybe I can get some angles of how it's still a little bit etched. Hard to say for sure, but or hard to see for sure with the camera, but overall I feel like it's a drastic improvement. I think it's a drastic improvement from the way it used to be. Obviously, I think what I would recommend for this window is more maintenance cleaning. Readjust the sprinklers, make sure they're not spraying the walls, and since they're on a well, these well water systems usually have a lot of minerals, and so with the well water, minerals, and the sun baking onto the window, it's almost guaranteed you're gonna have hard water stains. But there is a product that we can apply if they want. It's a protective coating that kind of fills in the pores of the window, and it's not 100% bomb proof, but it does reduce the amount of hard water stains on the window. And there you can see some of the etching that's just now part of the glass. You know, those are, there's no debris or dirt or minerals to remove, but it's built up and drilled out those pores of the glass, so not much to do there. But it, like I say, it's a big improvement to what it used to be. All right, our garage specialist, our detail specialist, our key to our team's success, Mr. Armando, is getting ready to get these garage windows sparkling clean. And the way he does it is he takes out the plastic right here, so that way we don't have dirt behind the frames, and the end result is just so much better. It's a superior result. You can tell that taking these extra steps to get the details right will make a big difference on the end result. Most cleaners won't clean your garage. They'll act like they didn't see it. Some will clean it and just wipe down these little squares here, right here, and then you have all that dirt that eventually drips down into the pane that's showing. But since this is all just one pane of glass, it makes sense to take away the frame, clean it well, and do the job right. So looking forward to seeing how Armando wraps this up. Great. Armando did a great job on these windows. He really cleaned them up. Most of the spots left in there are on the inside. But yeah, I think all that's left is to return the frames, wash those up, and turn them back on.